It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. Almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hunt will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Watson on third down. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Watson. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That swung out wide to Harris. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's good. Now Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. In motion is Grant. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. first down, it's Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down at 4. Again, it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Second and goal from the 1. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with Harris. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Jones now from the gun on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
drive about to get started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's got Njoku over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Watson looks to throw again.
And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he gets it down to the 32. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is third down and 12. Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown! David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Harris running straight ahead, finding space at the 40.
And he's got room. There he goes left side. And all the way in.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw again on second down. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, Watson. Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Watson. They'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second and 7, Watson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on third and 7. Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Jakeem Grant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are right back in this football game. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, Hunt. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on second and long. Jones, he's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. The Cleveland Browns are AFC champs as we say goodnight, everybody.